Is Bill Burr right about Saudi Arabia? So by now you probably heard about the Riyadh Comedy Festival, where a bunch of high-profile comedians were invited to perform for the city of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
For Saudis? Weren't those the 9/11 guys?
And the immediate controversy was 15 of the 19 hijackers on 9/11 were Saudis. And there's evidence that the Saudi Arabian government was directly involved in 9/11. And not only that, the Saudi Arabian government is known for not only imprisoning, but also executing people that have expressed views that are against the royal family. Like, for example, Jamal Khashoggi, who was a journalist critical of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and was later murdered by the government. The internet went crazy for this. For weeks. Everywhere on the internet, people have been saying, aren't these supposed to be the guys that are fighting for free speech? They sold their dignity and values for Saudi Arabian blood money. And then the comedians responded, wait, hang on a second. We're not just performing for the royal family, we're performing for everybody there. And the reason why we're going there is to push for free speech. Because apparently the list of the things that you're not supposed to talk about on stage has gotten significantly shorter over the years.
You couldn't talk about any religion, and you couldn't make fun of the royals. That was it. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, that's fucked up, man. It's like, well, they just progressed the ball like 10 yards, and it was amazing.
So the comedians are thinking of that as progress. And their point of view is, we can all sit back in America and point our fingers at Saudi Arabia all we want. But if we really want to bring change there, we're going to have to do it from the inside. I mean, look at Jessica Kirsten. She is Jewish and she is lesbian. And she wouldn't have been even invited to the show if this was a few years ago. So we're making progress. People are enjoying the show. What's the problem? Well, the problem is the Riyadh Comedy Festival is backed by this branch of government called General Entertainment Authority, or GEA. And the whole reason they were created is to reshape the global image of Saudi Arabia. Meaning they want to look good to the rest of the world and to turn their attention away from slavery and human rights violation. So basically, it's the government's way of saying, hey, don't worry about that journalist that we just murdered. Look, we just invited a lesbian into our country. We're progressive. We're one of the good guys. That's the whole point. And then the comedians are looking at that and they're like, holy shit, things are getting better. And let's say they did inspire free speech. An audience member goes, wow, just saying whatever you think, huh? That's kind of beautiful, actually. And then he goes home and then he posts about it. And then the next day he's dead. Because the same government that killed Jamal Khashoggi is still in power. And you can hold 1,000 comedy festivals, but as long as these guys stay in power, they're just never gonna have free speech. But ironically, this has somehow brought more attention to the name Jamal Khashoggi and the atrocities that are committed by the Saudi Arabian government than practically any media coverage. So it's like, if none of them actually took the deal, then nobody would be talking about this. But because all these high-profile comedians actually took the deal, everybody's now aware of the atrocities that are going on in Saudi Arabia. So by taking the deal, these comedians have essentially thwarted the entire plan to take attention away from Jamal Khashoggi. So in a weird roundabout way, they might actually be doing the right thing. Is Bill Burr right about Saudi Arabia? 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 Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Is Bill Burr right about Saudi Arabia?